Someone that makes sins, in essence, he's making his soul very sick, because his soul is pure. So when you add sins to this pure soul, you're dirtying the soul, you're marking the soul with, things that are against it. You're making it very sick. You're infecting it with spiritual disease. So now all of a sudden this soul is going to desire things that are bad for it. It's going to think that the things that are bad for it are good for it, and the things that are good for it are bad for it. Meaning he's going to think that the strip club is good, even though it's bad for him. The girlfriend is good, even though it's bad for it. Going to a mixed wedding is good, even though it's bad for him. Eating not kosher, good, but it's bad for all these things are bad, but that's what he desires only. Because his soul is sick. And the things you want to tell him, listen, come to Shiur Torah. No, it's 9 o'clock, it's late. Yeah, but you go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning anyway. No, okay, well, why don't you do tefillin today? Nah, it's tough. I'm not really into it. Why don't you keep Shabbat? No, that's too much for me. All the things you tell him to do something that's good for him, all of a sudden he's like rejecting it like it's poison. The Rambam says, when people are ill, their senses are confused and they taste the sweet as bitter, bitter as sweet. They consider things that are pleasurable to be disagreeable and will powerfully desire and will derive pleasure. They'll actually enjoy these bad things. It's not that they're just doing bad things and they hate them. Even though their soul is being damaged by it, it's actual poison for their soul to be with all of these sins. They think they're enjoying it. So it's just like somebody that's doing crack. He thinks he's enjoying it. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, whatever he gets high for. But then he crashes. They consider things that are pleasurable to be disagreeable, will powerfully desire and will derive pleasure from the things that will not gratify the healthy at all. Moreover, at times their conduct will be even harmful. The wicked and the unworthy will consider the undesirable to be good, and the good to be undesirable. For the wicked will seek motives that are in fact evil, and yet because of the infirmity of the spirit, he will deem them to be good. When an ill person becomes aware of his illness, when somebody finally wakes up and realizes, okay, I'm sick. In the analogy, it's proper for those who have spiritual ailments to seek out the wise. Someone that's spiritually sick, has been sinning his whole life, finally realized there's a God. Finally realized that in order to have shlom bayit, you have to be loyal to your wife. Finally realized if you want success in life, you have to be honest in your business. Finally realized that if you want to have good kids, you have to teach them Torah. Finally realized these things. Someone that finally realized that he's sick, he's spiritually sick. He can't stop wasting seed. He can't stop violating Shabbat. He can't stop gambling. It's hard for him. So what does he do? Seek out the wise who heal souls. Just like there's a doctor for medicine, for your body, there's a doctor for your soul. Aseh lecharav. Seek out the wise who heal souls, who will warn them against the evils that they consider to be good, and will heal them through the activities that heal the character traits of the soul. This wise person that learned Torah already for a few years, 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, whatever he learned, a lot more than you. He's going to tell you a bunch of things you don't like to hear. He's going to tell you can't go to the clubs anymore. He's going to tell you that you have to stop eating shrimp, even though it's your favorite food. He's going to tell you have to start learning some manners. He's going to tell you have to stop yelling at people. He's going to tell you things that naturally, you not only are used to them, you like them. You like going to the casino and playing like a high roller. Everybody gives you kavod, you come in, they start a table for you. So here, he's not telling you that, listen, all of a sudden, you're gonna start hating money and liking Torah. No, he's telling you, you're gonna actually like these sins that you're making. You like the non-Jewish girlfriend, the non-Jewish boyfriend, you like the shrimp, you like the pig. All of those things you like, you still have to stop because they're bad for you. And only a wise man can tell you that. Wise in Torah. Wise man meaning he's davuk LaHashem. He's glued to Hashem. He doesn't care about your money. He doesn't care about your opinion. He doesn't care about your feelings. He cares about your future. He cares about your neshama. Even if it hurts you. In the beginning, he knows it's going to benefit you in the long run.